The result, those trained to think negatively about unhealthy foods ate less of them without even realizing it. Imagine if you could reshape your cravings with just a little mental training. Today, we're exploring a journey of research that shows how a cognitive strategy called Regulation of Craving Training, ROC-T, can actually change your food choices and even reduce calorie intake. We'll walk through 5 studies and a bonus that build on each other to reveal how it works, and then I show you how to easily do it at home with the necessary tools linked below. Let's dive in. The first 2 studies ask a simple question. Can training us to think positively or negatively about healthy foods or unhealthy foods change how much we crave them? Participants were randomly assigned into 3 groups: healthy, unhealthy, or control. In both the healthy and unhealthy groups, each trial began with an instruction to frame the upcoming image either positively or negatively. The healthy group saw healthy food images and the unhealthy group saw unhealthy food images. After each image, participants rated their craving on a 1 to 5 scale in willingness to pay. Willingness to pay is just a really unique way to measure somebody's desire of a food. Kind of tricks our brain. And the control group simply viewed both healthy and unhealthy images without any framing. Remarkably, you could train someone to crave healthy and unhealthy foods more or less. It didn't matter which kind of food it was. You could do it both ways. It shows just how powerful your thoughts are and sets the stage for the rest of the studies. Because we need to know, does this change actually result in better food choices? And that's the next question set out by the research group. Can we use this information to now create a strategy to improve people's food choice? And so to do this, the research team fine-tuned the previous experiment with an add-on. One group only viewed healthy images after reading a positive framing description, and another group viewed only unhealthy foods after reading a negative framing description. After the training, they were shown an image of a healthy and unhealthy food item side by side and asked to choose the one that they felt a genuine drive to consume, not what they thought they should choose, but what they felt their body intrinsically wanted in the moment. The results were striking. Both the positive framing of healthy foods and negative framing of unhealthy foods improved healthy food choice compared to the control group. Meaning, not only can we change people's cravings for food, but it affects their actual food choice. If you thought this was cool so far, please like and subscribe. All right, back to the video. So what's making this work? To find out, researchers tested whether reading the positive and negative framing descriptions without the image training would have the same effect. I mean, why go through an extra step if you don't have to? They ran the experiment again with a new group who read the essays but skipped the image phase, and it didn't work. Without linking the knowledge to the specific food items, the brain didn't make the connection. You see, you have to take this extra step to solidify the association. And before I show you how to do this at home, here's one last bonus study that ties it all together. We know this technique improves food choices, but does it also help people unknowingly eat less unhealthy food? To find out, researchers got sneaky. After the choice task, participants were told that they'd be doing a simple taste test. They were given large containers of M&Ms, chips, apple slices, and baby carrots, and asked to rate them on taste, healthiness, and crunchiness, eating as much as they want. That part's important. The taste task kept them distracted, so they didn't know or suspect that the researchers were secretly weighing the food before and after. The result, those trained to think negatively about unhealthy foods ate less of them without even realizing it. As expected, the positive framing of healthy foods didn't lead to overeating, but that's because healthy foods naturally regulate our appetite. So here's the takeaway. Positively framing healthy foods and negatively framing unhealthy foods lead to better choices, less mental effort, and even fewer calories consumed. And this was just after one practice session. We know that the brain strengthens connections with practice, so the effect likely builds over time. The key is linking these thoughts directly to the food you're looking at, reinforcing the association in real time. Now, let's make this practical. Here's how you can use this simple yet powerful technique in your daily life. First, access the material. You can check the link in the description for the exact essays used in the studies, or create your own by thinking about the positives of healthy foods and the negatives of unhealthy foods. There's the second link to a Google Sheet with 100 images of 50 healthy foods and 50 unhealthy foods for you to cycle through. But you don't have to stick with these. Replace images with your own to target your own favorite foods. Next, perform the technique. Choose either positive or negative framing for each session once a day. Then read your essay or mentally reinforce it, and then cycle through the images. spending 2 to 3 seconds on each while reinforcing the association. Repeat the cycle twice and you're done. Start with a week of daily practice and then scale back. Cognitive behavioral techniques work best with consistent practice over 12 to 20 weeks because the brain takes time to rewire. But once those connections form and strengthen, they are powerful. Give it a try and let me know how it works for you in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.